Did you know that in 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, Guns, Gore and Cannoli 2, you can find a guard who seems really interested in his reading material? So, judging by the guard's reaction, whatever is on that page is very, let's just say fascinating. Hello and welcome to Hidden Video Game Details, the series that aims to show you things that you may not have known about your favourite games so that you can look really clever in front of Kanye West. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, and if you do, I'll send you a live octopus. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with the excellent Skyrim. Now, it's been said plenty of times before, but Skyrim really is the game that just won't die. Just when it starts to look like it's on its last legs, Bethesda go and release an updated version of the game and the internet is awash with more Skyrim. It's a never-ending cycle. Now, we have covered Skyrim in this series before. I mean, it would be kind of shocking if we hadn't, with the game's first appearance being all the way back in episode 6, where we learned that you could boil water using a fire spell. Well, today's Skyrim detail might just be the coolest and most useful detail I've ever found in the game. Forsworn Briarhearts are partially undead members of the Forsworn tribe. Now, I say partially undead because part of what makes a Briarheart is a ritual where the person's heart is removed and replaced with that of a Briarheart. Of course, this ritual leaves the heart exposed, and if you're sneaky enough, you can do this. So it's possible to pickpocket the heart of a Forsworn Briarheart, which will of course kill them immediately. It's a really cool detail, and like I said, one that could prove to be useful. Now, in the last episode of this series, we took a look at some really cool PlayStation 2 save icons. Now, I know what you're thinking, how can a save icon be cool? Well, that's because when you try to delete them, the save icon would react. After highlighting a few of my personal favourites, you guys suggested a few more, and let's just say they don't disappoint. First up is the save icon for Ape Escape 2, which sees a monkey running in place. However, if you try to delete the save, this will happen. Next up is Devil May Cry 2. This save icon sees Dante walking in place, but if you choose to delete the file, this will happen. Up next is The Sims 2, which shows the iconic Sims green diamond, but if you try to delete the save, this happens. Finally, and perhaps the coolest save icon, is Resident Evil Outbreak. Trying to delete this save will cause this to happen. Like I've said before, I love the extra effort some developers put into their save icons. It's something they really didn't need to do, but did so anyway. Up next is the brilliant Alien Isolation. Now, we covered Alien Isolation in the last episode of this series, where we discovered that you could know a man was about to die, but do nothing about it. Well, today's Alien Isolation detail is one of the coolest details I think I've ever found. After finding the ion torch towards the end of the game, you can head all the way back to the spaceflight terminal where we can find this poor chap, who has definitely seen better days. Now, in this man's room, you can find a safe that requires a 4-digit combination. Looking around the room doesn't reveal the code, so where can you find it? Well, have you checked Twitter? This man's name is Mike Tanaka, and he has a Twitter account. Now, Mike isn't the best when it comes to cybersecurity. I mean, the guy tweeted the code to the safe so that he wouldn't forget. Of course, using the code found in Mike's tweet will unlock the in-game safe, allowing you to make use of Mike's possessions. God knows he won't need them. I love it when games blur the lines between in-game and real life, and it's something that I wish more developers would do. Next up is a game that really needs a sequel, or at the very least a remake. Prototype 2 released in 2012 and saw you playing as James Heller, a man with abilities that allow him to slice and dice his way through an entire city. It's not all killing and explosions though. You do sometimes need to disguise yourself and act like you couldn't tear a man limb from limb at the drop of a hat. The thing is, the disguise you choose will change how you're treated by enemies. For example, if you wear a regular soldier's uniform, you'll be spoken to like this.
Get out of my face before I blow yours off. You fucking want something?
So yeah, no respect at all. However, if you disguise yourself as someone a little higher up the food chain, this will happen instead.
Good day, soldier. Welcome back, Chief. We have our orders, sir. Stay alert, soldier. Evening, Commander. Target's close. Glad to have you on duty, officer.
Now, I know this is a relatively small detail, so if you know of anything else that I may be interested in Prototype 2, please let me know. Up next is the surprisingly addictive multiplayer shooter, Shotgun Farmers. Now, Shotgun Farmers isn't your normal online shoot 'em up. No, it's much more than that. Instead of scavenging the map for respawning weapons or spending hours customizing a loadout, you can just grow your own. Shooting the ground will plant a gun that you can collect for more ammo. The longer you let the gun grow, the more ammo you get. Now, the shotgun in Shotgun Farmers is your default weapon. It's a pretty run-of-the-mill gun, well as run-of-the-mill as a shotgun made out of corn can be. What's really cool is, if you step on fire with the corn shotgun equipped, this will happen. So the corn on the shotgun will turn into popcorn on account of the heat. It's a really cool detail, though if I'm honest, I chose to show this detail so you could all see how cool this game is. So to end today's video, let's take a look at Mortal Kombat 11. Now, when it comes to naming MK11's most vocal fighter, I'm sure Johnny Cage will be near the top of that list. The Hollywood actor turned world saver is always quick when it comes to an insult or cheesy pickup line. That's why he was probably the best choice to be a guest announcer in the game. If you finish in the top 10% of players in the Tower of Time, you will unlock Johnny as your new announcer. However, it seems that Johnny doesn't take his new behind the scenes role seriously, as when you try to select a character when using Johnny as the announcer, he will choose his own names for your fighter.
Shang-a-lang-a-ding-dong. Con! Badass. Jugabro. Guns and bruises. Tin Hut. Cage 2.0. Mini-Me. Future ex-wife. Sex machine. Me. Gotham's nut job. Mr. Emo.
So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs, secrets, and hidden details in video games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel's all about. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.